Hello there. The first thing I got to say about this movie is Steve Buscemi, you've really got to make a sequel, or at least a spin-off of this. You were the only guy to actually survive, the only criminal to actually survive, and you were actually the most fascinating criminal because you weren't exactly insane. The things you did allegedly in the story were supposed to be like mass murder, serial killing, cannibalism, like a bit of everything, and but you seem to have the most logical mind. So I loved your character, and you really need a spin-off. ConAir.
That's right. I'm about to monologue, son.
ConAir is a very interesting movie, of course. I think it was early 90s. It's a Nicolas Cage film, one of his better ones. Basically, you take a ton of convicts, throw them on a plane, and throw Nick Cage in there for the mix to just ruffle feathers and get everything done. I love the quotable lines. I mean, they make no sense, like the one at the very beginning, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree because this fellow's coming home. Why is that in the story? Was there an outtake that I missed that's supposed to reference a yellow ribbon around an old oak tree? Is there something there? Is it something that he and his girlfriend, wife, did growing up that they took out of the film because it was too much? Or is it there just because everyone, it's a catchy thing? They're just like the put the bunny back in the box. It's very funny. A lot of it's very funny, but it's a Nick Cage movie. And the cast, I'm actually surprised at how filled the cast is. No, I don't know everybody's names. I am not great at actors' names. I'm trying to get there. I'm getting to that point. But yeah, it's a star-studded cast. Everyone's basically trying to outtake everyone. Like there's basically a black supremacist siding with having the Cyrus the Virus, letting Cyrus the Virus dictate the rules. I mean, everyone turns against each other in the end. I really do enjoy that. No one can trust anyone because they're all cons stuck in a plane, but they have to follow the leader as the time goes until they can get to where they can break off and do their own thing. Because no matter what, they always seem to argue. They always argue. And it's one of those things that you actually enjoy because, yeah, these are cons. These are hardcore felons. These are the murderers. These are the, well, Johnny 23. That. And it's just like, yeah, these are the worst of the worst that society has to offer. And they're all stuck in one vehicle together with, of course, Nick Cage and his buddy, which it didn't really make much sense. Why, if you're about to be released, would you hitch a ride on that plane? No point to it. They would, because that's the thing. The way it works is if you're about to be a citizen, they try to treat you more as such, or they'll hold you till you are, so you can actually get a citizen's transfer instead of being a convict being transferred, because it's a lot more paperwork, it's a lot harsher, and you're put obviously in a situation which you cannot control and can get out of hand. And honestly, if he died on that flight, they would be held liable because he was just about to get released. I don't know. Maybe it's different. I know a bit about the system, but I guess each state also is different. Who knows? I tend to nitpick every little thing, but it does make a good movie. It does make an interesting movie, and it's Nick Cage. It's Nick Cage from the South. His accent is atrocious, but it just makes it so much better in the movie because the whole thing just seems to be okay. The second you hear Nick Cage's accent, it kind of sells the whole thing for you because it's so cheesy. You kind of feel like, okay, I know exactly how this movie is going to be. And it's actually entertaining. It actually holds you throughout the whole thing because each step, Dave Chappelle, I actually love seeing Dave Chappelle in movies. It's great because he's always playing the same exact character. He never is taken seriously. Even here, I mean, the way they kill him off was one of the worst ways. It's just like he tries to get back onto the plane and gets stuck by the tire because he wasn't there when they took off. Yeah, great movie. Steve Buscemi? Did I say his name in the beginning? Yeah, I just said his name in the beginning. Did I say it correctly? I always forget how to say his name. Dude, I love you. I wish someone would write a spinoff for you. I actually have written a spinoff for you, but nobody will ever read my scripts. I have a terrible, punctuation. I'm terrible with punctuation. So if you miss a period, everyone just throws away your script anyway. Yeah. So you really need a spinoff. You are the only one who actually escaped. All the other convicts died. Well, not all of them, or went back to prison. I'd love to see your spinoff. I would love to see that because you're still alive. It could basically be 20 years later. What happened to this killer? Maybe you could start it off from a detective's point of view, a detective who's basically following traces of random killings. He's the only one that believes they're connected. Lo and behold, it's Steve Buscemi.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That would be awesome. I would love that. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.